Are you a powerful woman who sometimes finds herself being that crazy girl obsessing over some guy? No one wants to feel like that girl, especially when you're a grown woman. So keep watching. Welcome to Power Love TV. My name is Michelle Baxo, and for the best advice for women looking to fall in love without compromising themselves, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell so that you're notified for new videos every week. Whether he's a massive crush, an ex-boyfriend, or the guy you just started dating, we as women have the capacity to completely obsess over the guy. It's the worst. You can't get him out of your head. You're checking your phone. You're reading into the things that he says or doesn't say or doesn't do, and so on. The good news is changing this somewhat embarrassing behavior starts from the inside, and that is my personal and professional expertise. Obsessing over a guy almost always boils down to three things. First is boredom. Now, you may not realize you're bored, but when we're bored, we add unnecessary drama into our lives. Now, you may feel confident. In fact, you may be confident in a lot of areas. But when there's insecurity in this area, we often need that validation from him in order to feel settled. And the third cause is scarcity. And you know you're living inside of a scarcity mindset when you feel like it just has to work out because there's no one else. Now, before we continue, scroll down to the comments section, and I want you to tell me, which one of these three are you most susceptible to? Type 1 for boredom, 2 for insecurity, and 3 for scarcity. Now, the best way to stop obsessing over someone is to assume that you're susceptible to all three: boredom, insecurity, and scarcity, and to get to work on those right away. Let's start with boredom. You might be busy as all heck, but also look at how much time you're spending thinking about him. This is a clear indicator that either you have way too much time on your hands or you're simply checked out in life. You're not present. Said another way, you're living in your head, not your life. So get engaged in your life. Is your life packed with the things that you love? And are you experiencing them fully? Is your time spent with your friends? Is it fulfilling, nurturing, inspiring? Or is it wasted by spending that time complaining or being intoxicated? When you're outside, do you feel the breeze in your hair and the sun on your cheeks? Or are you just focused on getting to where you want to go? At work, are you challenging yourself to thrive and connecting with the people you work with? Or are you just going through the motions? If you have time to obsess over him, then believe me, you're bored. And that has everything to do with the way you're living your life. Now, this is a tough pill to swallow, but consider if you're bored, then you're being boring. So stop it. Get out of your head and into your life. Next, let's look at insecurity. Now, this is an area we women are always working on, isn't it? So I'm going to do my best to not say the things that you already know. Consider that the part that bothers you, the part that you don't want to face, is the fact that he's not spending as much time thinking about you as you are thinking about him. And he may not be thinking about you in the way you're thinking about him. And resisting that only perpetuates this cycle of insecurity and need for validation. This is that part of you that sends a text and then doesn't get a response. So sends another text to try to make up for what you might have done wrong in that first text. And then realizes, oh my gosh, I just sent another text, so I need to send another one to apologize for sending so many texts. Okay? Stop it. What's bothering you is you're making him your whole world, and you know he's not doing the same. But you should never make anyone or anything your whole world. Otherwise, you will always lose perspective, and then you'll become and feel like that crazy girl you're trying so hard not to be. Now, I don't know if there's any 100% cure to insecurity, but I do know that you can train yourself to think and behave differently. Here's where to start. Believe what he says, but don't inflate what he says. For example, when he says he likes you, he likes you. But saying he likes you doesn't mean he wants to make babies with you. When he says he's not interested or not interested anymore, he's not interested. or not interested anymore. But him saying that he's not interested doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. And it doesn't mean there's something wrong with him. Now, next you can look at your self-talk, which is something I know you've heard before. But here's the thing. You may never stop or eliminate those negative thoughts that come popping into your head. But what you can do is you can correct it. So you see it, you correct it, and fill it with something better. One of my favorites is, there's something uniquely beautiful about me, or I'm a unique contribution and the right people can see that. And lastly, spend time with people who do appreciate you and who do want to spend time with you. All right, lastly, let's look at scarcity. It's so easy to fall into the mindset trap of scarcity, needing him to want you or think of you as much as you want him or think of him, as if he's the only man in the whole world who could possibly ever love you. Yes, it's true. Love is rare. After all, you're not interested in 95% of the men out there, and 95% of the men out there aren't interested in you. But that still leaves you a lot of potential men. And you need to shift your eyeballs so that you can see how many great men are out there and how many great men find you great too. So depending where you're at with this guy that you're obsessing over, whether you're in a relationship or not in a relationship with him, you can step outside of scarcity by dating other people or realize that there are other people you could be dating. Either way, once you step out of this scarcity mindset, you won't need things to work out with this guy, and you can finally breathe and move on with or without him. Make sense? So now that you know how to stop obsessing over this guy, I have 2 next steps for you. First, sign up for my free training on falling in love without compromising yourself. This is key. You're going to love it. Secondly, join our women's only Facebook community designed for powerful women looking for love. You can find both links in the description below. Now, before you go anywhere, make sure you jot down in the comments, was this helpful? What was helpful about it? Or do you have any other questions? And I'll be sure to respond personally. And if you like this video, share it with others. Click like, hit subscribe, and be sure to hit that bell so you're notified of future videos. Love yourself. Love your life and fall in love. Don't settle.